for the opponents. The first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Ducks will kick off first, and here we go. Well, that'll give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The run inside. It's Robinson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He'll get rid of it. Connection to the right. Lowers those pads. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
And this offense talked about coming into the game, creating those explosive plays, being great on third down. Check, check. Both of those plays happen on the first drive, and they come through already in a great rhythm to start this football game.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive, and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Moore. Coming out aggressively. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Running inside, it's Hill. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Good timing on the quick out. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He wants to change this route. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
And run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
The Ducks are marching down the field. Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Got room on the return. Touchdown Sooners. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
In the gun on 3rd down. Moore going long. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Making side adjustments here. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Snags it and he's open. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. The run inside. It's Davison. Maybe some room here. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Moore with the play fake. Unloads it left. That's reeled in. It's hooked. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Ducks trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught, and he's got room. What a run to get them into enemy territory, and he's out of bounds at the 40.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Play clock was down to 5. No need to rush things. Make sure you got it right, so they'll use the timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So now it's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down and run. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down.
And nowadays, you're not always going to get these quarterbacks on the ground because they're so athletic. A nice job getting the sack, let them out of the pocket there, but now forcing the fourth down, and it's decision time for this offense.
Oklahoma, that's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He smashes his way through again. Out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Got enough for the first. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully should.
Going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Finds his man, it's Stewart. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
But I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Dante Moore fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Dante Moore wants to throw again. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hill. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Throwing Moore. Caught in the backfield, it's Davison. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign, but you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
Makes the grab. It's Hooks. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
Fires to the big fella. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it. It's Davison. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Here's Moore to throw. It's complete to the left. Got enough space, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll go back to the air on second down. This time it's complete. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam wide open. 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And he added the extra point.
Number 29, set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Moore. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical day.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Again, it's Moore. The throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Moore. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hooks. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats and what has been a tight ball game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Moore to throw for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. More to the air again. Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Might be calling a hot route. More play action. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Moore from the gun on third down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score. The Ducks with the answer. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Carter. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Quarterback moving. Caught behind the line. It's Robinson. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Love the execution there and the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Line getting set on second down. Snap it to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback will keep it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll stop him at the 31. Let's mark it off at 5 yards, and that will be a first down. And that is why you call it a safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking out of the backfield and hurting you in the passing game.
Buying some time. He turns it loose to the left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this QB, you can tell, did a really good job of continuing to buy time, go through his progressions. He wanted to make the big play and even got outside the pocket a little bit to his left and took the deep shot down the field. Just missed.
And the Sooners will try to run out the clock in the final minute. They'll go with a direct snap. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up.
Guys, they are going to leave the offense out here. I know it's 4th and long, but a field goal doesn't really help you that much here, so you can kind of see it. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Oh, my goodness. What you couldn't do. Make this mistake late in the ballgame. Now, your defense better go bail you out and make a play because that was a critical turnover.
We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go play action with Moore. Throws to the wideout. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dante Moore. Oh, look, Ma, one hand.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
And and they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Right down the middle. Tight end getting vertical. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. Throwing more. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And with that incompletion, I know my head says, yeah, I want to go for this, and I want to go get the dub, but I think the smart thing to do is kick the field goal, go into overtime, prove you're the better team in overtime, and resist that temptation that you want to go out and win it right now.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now, I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They take the lead here in overtime.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Here's more to throw. They're working that left side. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He might want another play. Moore escapes the pressure to his right. Touchdown Ducks! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. No interest in another overtime. They'll go for 2 and the win. Moore will throw. They did not get it. The aggressive call to try to win the game right here, and they come up short in OT. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the range,